Hi guys, this is Rusty 78609. It's Sunday about noon on July the 30th, 2017. I'm just out for a short drive, and I thought I'd give you an update on what I found in my search for as to polishing the diamond and finding a lightweight travel trailer that I can go traveling in for extended periods of time. What I did, some viewers left comments related to other travel trailers that are lightweight that might work. One of them was a Lance 1475. I checked it out. It's a little pricey for old Dad, and there's not really a dealer right next to me. And anyway, I'll go look at them, don't worry. Having said that, also another one was a Travel Light Falcon. I really didn't like the setup on that one that much. It's okay, but it's not better than the one that I'm kind of liking so far. So far I'm leaning towards the R-Pod because it's lighter weight than most of the others, and it seems to be better built. And I've gone to their owner forum and checked the positives and the negatives, and it seems that by far the positives are way outweigh the negatives. For me though, I don't know if you've ever lived, for those of you that have never lived or gone camping in a travel trailer, you may not know that whenever you open the door of a travel trailer, whether you're entering or exiting, a gust of wind sometimes will just jerk that door right out of your hand. And but what the R-Pod people have done, they've engineered a way that that door will hold in place in a gust, and that's pretty. I mean, that tells me that they've done their homework, and they've probably checked with some people that have lived or traveled for extended periods of times in travel trailers. And they also have, it's solar ready. You don't have to do anything. You just plug it in. It's got a plug already on the side. And it also has a feature that I like. It's the convection oven / microwave, and none of the others have that. All the others just have a microwave. Now, of course, I'm sure you could probably upgrade to a convection, but they have it available as a standard feature. They also have the electric tongue jack standard, and I like the way the countertop is in the kitchen area. It's got a stainless steel sink. The others are plastic, as one of the viewers pointed out. And so right now, and also the other units weigh more. There's not one that I could find that was the same as the unit that I'm looking at, which is an R-Pod 171, which is basically a base model. It's the one with the queen bed, and of course I'll have to check it out before I make a final decision, obviously, and I'll check out others too. But again, the 171 is the base model, and it looks like I could probably get it for around maybe $14,500 in that range, and so that's fair. That's okay. I can live with that. And a viewer also commented a few months ago or weeks ago, whenever I was looking at the Road Trek Simplicity SRT, I commented that I was told that you couldn't have 2 RV loans at the same time. Well, that's not necessary. I don't think that's true, because I got qualified through USAA for a pretty good sum of money to go purchase the Road Trek, which I didn't do, and I still had my RV at the time in my name. So I think that's a little smoke and mirrors, so I'm not going to worry about that. We'll just see what happens. I ran across another one that they have in a local dealership. It's a 2018 Coachman. It's a Clipper ultralight for $13,000, and it's a regular little RV. I mean, it's got a full bath, plenty of storage, queen bed. I mean, it's just a regular little travel trailer, just a small one. It weighs about 500 pounds more than the R-Pod, and that's kind of a deal killer there. And besides that, I know that the Coachman travel trailers are kind of like what KIT used to be, and that is the bottom of the barrel. I mean, they're just thrown together, and they're what they call a price leader. Dealerships buy those and put them out because they can sell them cheap, and that will bring people in, and while they're there they try to move them to higher priced units. But yeah, price leaders work. Car dealers do the same thing. And one thing that's a negative on the R-Pod, and I'm working it out in my mind, it doesn't have any storage at all. But I mean, it doesn't have much storage. It has some, a lot in the kitchen area, some under the front dining area, some in the back, kind of under the bed, so to speak. So that's adequate. But as far as hanging your clothes up and having like a wardrobe, there's none, zero zilch. There is a little thing that folds out from the wall that you can hang a few things on, but it'd just be in your way, so you probably never use it. And so I don't think, but as far as that being a real negative, the more I think, I've got clothes hanging in the wardrobes. I've got 2 wardrobes in my RV now, and they've got golf shirts and other, golf pants and stuff that I used to wear years ago, probably 10 years ago or more, 15. Some of them are probably older than most of your grandchildren, and they can just go to Goodwill or somebody. I'll just give those away and get rid of them. I don't need them. So I'm kind of looking at this like I did when I was getting ready to get the Scamp, which was a 13-foot unit, and I'm just going to have to pare down quite a bit. Some of the stuff I'll give to my son, some of it I'll just give to Goodwill and whoever happens to be around at the time, because the TV, I won't need it. The R-Pod comes with a TV. As far as the sound system, it comes with a sound system, some extra speakers. That's all I need. And so I'll either give that to my son, or whatever has to be done has to be done. And then always remember that for me, I have a home base, and I can put up, I can store stuff there. If I have to, I can get me a little inexpensive storage building, and I'm not going to do that. I just caught myself. I'm not going to do that. If I don't use it, I'm getting rid of it, period. I'm not going to store crap anymore. I mean, that being Mr. Chipmunk and storing acorns is not going to get it. But also the little Jayco Hummingbird, I looked at it. It's about 500 pounds heavier, and the price on it's about $18,000, $17,000. You might be able to get it for $17,000. So it's a little pricier than the R-Pod. Maybe you do get a little more, I'm not sure. As far as the quality of the build, I live in a Jayco product now. That's okay. It's above average, I guess, or about average for a travel trailer. And would I recommend them? It depends on what you want. If you want an average travel trailer that'll do basic stuff, then it's okay. It's not an Airstream, and it doesn't have any really extra amenities. It's just got the normal stuff that the basic travel trailers have as far as quality of build. About like most other travel trailers, if you hit the right day, everything will work pretty good. And if it's an off day at the manufacturing plant that day, you may get a loser, because I've had people comment positive and negative about the R-Pod. Some people have had a great experience and highly recommend it. There's a few, and it is a few, I have to say that, a few have had not so good experience. Now, they have made a lot of changes on the 2018 model. I say a lot, they've made a few changes on the 2018 R-Pod, upgrading a few things from the 2017. And so I think all in all, right now, I am leaning towards the R-Pod, because of just it's just kind of a gut feeling, really. That's all you can do. I've bought and lived in enough travel trailers over my lifetime to know that you just kind of go with what you think is best. You can think yourself into a coma and never make a decision, but again, I'm not committed at this point for sure. I'm just certainly leaning towards the R-Pod for a couple of reasons. There was a girl I met, or that recognized me when I was camping boondocking in Flagstaff, Arizona in my pickup, and she had an R-Pod, and she was very, very sold on it. This is Burnett, Texas, for you guys that are new to my videos. I'm just cruising around, jacking my jaws, so to speak. But anyway, she had scratch that, R-Pod, a 2017, and she really liked it. And she had solar, and she had a pop out. Now, the one I'm getting will not have a slide out. Why? Because it's just me. Of course, she had a dog with her, and you know, needed a little extra space. I don't, so I'm going to just go without the pop out, slide out. I don't. Well, number one, they add a little extra weight. Number two, they are prone to leaks in heavy downpours. Of course, most of the time mine will be under a cover at my home base. But whenever I go out for the summer, which is my plan, that's the whole thrust of this decision-making process, is to come up with something to go out of Texas in the summer for an extended period of time, up to 4 months anyway, and leave out probably end of May, or it doesn't matter, whenever the hell I get ready. Shit, I'm not going to say when, I don't know. You know, if I get this thing, I may go today, I mean, or tomorrow, you know what I mean? I mean, yeah, and why not? I mean, I'm 72 years old. The window of opportunity is certainly closing, and hopefully not too fast. I still feel okay, but anything could happen. At my age, you know, I could just not wake up. But I'm not living in fear of that, nor am I making that decision because of that. But that is certainly one of the ingredients. The biggest ingredient is I just don't want to be in the heat anymore in this Texas summers. I don't have to be, and so therefore I will probably not be. I won't be next summer if I have anything to say about it. But right now I think I'm good to go. I think I still have a line of credit at USAA in San Antonio. That loan that they approved is still active, so I may use some of that money and purchase the R-Pod here in the very near future. What will I do with my existing travel trailer, my Jayco? I'll give it to my son for him to use as he chooses, and because I owe around $8,000 on it, $8,300, and if you put it up for sale, you might be able to get up to 10 for it, so that's $2,000. And even though that's a lot of money to me too, I'm not going to fool. I don't want to fool with selling it. You know what I mean? It's just too damn much trouble. I don't know if you've ever bought or sold an RV from an owner, or as an owner, but you know, when you sell an RV, I've done it a couple of times, well, 2 times, and it's a pain because you know, you got to be sure that people are giving you good currency. In other words, you know, one guy gave me a check. He bought one of my RVs for $2,500. You know, it was a winter. The first RV I bought, I ended up selling it for $2,500 after I'd had it about 8 years, or 6 years, whatever it was. But I only paid $4,500 for it, so I came out pretty good because it certainly saved me a lot of money on rent. Having said that, I'll just let my son have the RV, and then he can do what he chooses with it, and that'll take care of that payment, and then it'll just be trading dollars. I'm not spending any more money. That whenever I finance it, of course, I'll finance it for 10 years, and then if I want to and I have the money, I'll pay it off early, because it's like 5% interest rate, which is not great, but it's not that horrible, and I'll just have to live with that. But as far as my monthly budget, it won't change a bit. It might actually go, well, it won't go down any. It'll stay the same, basically. And then as far as traveling out in the summers, the budget there, yeah, the expenses for about 4 months would go up about $300 a month, whatever the RV park fee was, or state park fee, or whatever I end up paying. that will be all an additional expense, but I'll only be doing it for a few months. Multiply, say, $300 a month times, well, say $400 a month, throw in some gasoline. 4 months, that's $1,600. I can save that much each year pretty easily, and then just go on and on and on. But having said all that, guys, I just wanted to give you an update. Check out the 2018 Coachman Clipper Ultralight, and it's got everything. It's just a little heavy, and then the Lance, and then the Travel Light Falcon, and then there were some others. There was one somebody mentioned, I can't remember the name of it right now, there's been so many, but the one they mentioned was a little pricey, and it had a rear door entry. You entered the unit from the rear. That really won't work well for me at my home base, because my home base is set up so that you back the trailer in and you can step out on the patio and utilize it. I mean, I could, work around that if I really wanted to, but I just don't want to. As far as the R-Pod matching up with my deck, it may be a few inches off, but that's just a little block of concrete under a wheel and you're good to go there. That's not a big issue at all. And yeah, and the length is good. The total length on the R-Pod, the one I'm looking at, is about 17 to 18 feet, in that range, and so that's good. My truck is 19 feet, so it's about the same length as my truck. The weight's good. The total with all my clothes and some water in the tanks, fresh and black and gray, we're looking at about, I'm hoping to keep it around 3,000 pounds total, because I'm not going to put much in it in the way of clothes. Now, of course, canned goods weighs a little bit, and if you put any books in, those are pretty heavy sometimes. But I'll watch that as I'm loading it, because I'm just going to be really careful, because I got plenty of time, and I can take the minimum, and that's what I want to do. I really want to get down to the minimum, because I look around my RV right now and it's cluttered. I mean, I hate to give up my wall behind me when I do the videos, and maybe I can overcome that some way in the R-Pod or whatever I end up with. But right now it looks like some of that may have to end up being put in storage, but we'll see. I'm not gonna, that plaque, those two plaques that guy made, I mean, that's really something, and that artwork from the guy in New York is really great. So, but having said all that, guys, thank you all for your comments, and thank you for trying to help me polish this diamond. I appreciate your input, and there's been some good input. There was one guy that left a really great comment about the R-Pod and the things that he noticed about it, and yeah, he had 4 or 5 things that were pointed out, and that all helps. I mean, that, because when you're trying to make a decision, and you're like me and you're by yourself, you're not getting a lot of feedback from your friends and neighbors and kin folks and so forth. I'm winging it, so to speak. Then this extended family on YouTube certainly adds a great benefit, because I mean, it's just very helpful, because hell, I didn't even know there was a Lance 1475 or a Travel Light Falcon. I mean, I think I knew about the Travel Light Falcon, I just forgotten it. But I mean, there's so many, and another key thing that I have to think about too is hopefully find one in my area in case there is a service issue that can be taken care of by the dealer. Then I would be in a position to go there and get it done. And it's not that far from it. The dealership in Round Rock, Texas to my house is about an hour drive. And that's not, I mean, it's hell to go down Interstate 35, and where that dealership is located is very hard to get to, but it's still close. But anyway, guys, from Central Texas, USA, this is Rusty78609 saying thank you for all your input. Appreciate you helping me polish this diamond on the R-Pod and some of these other things. And we'll see where this leads. And, if it leads to the right unit, well, and things work out, we'll be going somewhere, because I'm not going to sit still, that's for sure. But anyway, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye, buy USA made when you can, drink plenty of water, 3 or 4 quarts a day will not hurt you, take deep breaths, breathe in through your mouth, deep, hold it, breathe out, that relieves stress, lowers your blood pressure. Basically everything I say at the end of these videos is just keep your health. One good way to do that is eat less and move, stretch, walk, keep your body in motion, even in this Texas heat. I mean, I do it indoors now. I'll go to Walmart or Lowe's if I have to. But having said that, guys, enjoy your Sunday. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye.